From News Channel 15, you're watching News Channel 15 Tonight with Kyle Peach. This is News Channel 15 Tonight.
Hi, good evening, and welcome into News Channel 15. I'm Eli Grimes. Let's get to tonight's news. Our first story, WFIW reports the Fairfield Fire Department responded to a structure fire at 208 Southwest 7th Street on Thursday morning, the 12th. Firefighters were dispatched at approximately 7:14 a.m. and arrived just 2 minutes later to find flames visible from a window and smoke emerging from the roof. 2 hand lines were used to battle the blaze, and a supply hose was laid across Delaware Street, halting eastbound traffic at Southwest 7th Street. Crews brought that fire under control within 19 minutes and continued working the scene to extinguish remaining hotspots. The home, occupied by John Cohn, was vacant at the time of the fire. No injuries were reported. The cause of the fire remains under investigation by the Illinois State Fire Marshal's Office and the Fairfield Police Department. Fire crews cleared the scene at approximately 1 p.m. The Fairfield Fire Department received assistance from Fairfield Rural Fire, Wayne County Ambulance, the Fairfield Police Department, Wayne County 911, Wayne County Sheriff's Department, the City of Fairfield Gas Department, and Wayne White Electric. Moving on to area court news, WFIW also reports 2 of the 8 charges filed against former Wabash County Sheriff's Deputy Chase Cheadle in connection with the death of his canine partner have been dismissed. Cheadle appeared in court Thursday for a pretrial hearing where a special prosecutor agreed to drop 1 count of official misconduct and 1 charge of theft by deception. However, 6 charges still remain, including 3 additional counts of official misconduct, cruelty to an animal, and violation of an animal owner's duties. The case centers on the July 2024 death of Cheadle's canine partner, Kiki, who prosecutors allege was exposed, quote, in a manner that placed the dog in a life-threatening situation for a prolonged period of time in extreme heat, end quote, ultimately resulting in the dog's death. The incident is believed to have occurred between July 12th and the 14th. Cheadle, also a former officer with the Albion Police Department, remains free pending that trial. His next court appearance is scheduled for a preliminary hearing on July 24th in Wabash County Circuit Court. Several arrests to get now to. WRUL reports White County Sheriff's deputies arrived at a residence on Valter Drive a little after 6:30 p.m. on Wednesday in regards to serving an arrest warrant. A deputy made contact with the woman, Crystal Bourne of Carmi. Bourne had an active White County warrant for a failure to appear on charges of unlawful display of a title, suspended registration, and operating an uninsured vehicle. Bourne was transported to the White County Jail on no bond. WRUL also reports just before midnight on Wednesday, White County deputies noticed a silver Kia Forte failing to signal when the individual was turning right. A traffic stop was then conducted, with the deputy contacting dispatch to run the plate information. The plate was suspended due to mandatory insurance. The driver, Darlene Randolph, told the deputy that she planned to update her insurance that night. During the conversation, the deputy noticed that Daniel Carlisle was in the back seat and had an active White County warrant for a failure to appear on the charges of possession of meth, aggravated fleeing of police, possession of a controlled substance, and reckless driving that had happened back in December of 2024. Carlisle was arrested earlier in the year after an individual called Carmi police and noticed Carlisle on her property, where he had more charges added to his record. Carlisle was arrested and taken to the White County Jail. He was able to see a judge on Thursday morning, and a preliminary hearing was scheduled for June 30th at 10 a.m. Back on Sunday, June 8th, WSJD reports Mount Carmel police arrested Rebecca A. Dudley, age 55, of Mount Carmel, for criminal trespass to a residence and resisting or obstructing a peace officer following a call to the Cactus Cuisine restaurant in the 800 block of West 3rd Street. Police were then called to the restaurant to investigate a report that Dudley refused to leave the establishment when requested by restaurant staff due to unruly and disruptive behavior. When the officer spoke to Dudley, she appeared intoxicated via alcohol. Dudley was again asked to leave and again refused to exit the building. Staff requested to sign a complaint against Dudley for trespass and were allowed to do so. Dudley continued to refuse to leave and was subsequently placed under arrest. During the arrest, Dudley attempted to kick one of the officers while also pulling away in an attempt to avoid arrest. Dudley was transported to the Wabash County Jail, where she was charged and later released on a notice to appear. Back on June 3rd, Mount Carmel police arrested Christopher B. Cash, age 46, of Mount Carmel, for failure to register for violent offender against a youth. WSJD reports that arrest stemmed from an investigation into Cash failing to update his statutorily required registry due to an address change. During the investigation, officers found information indicating Cash had moved from his registered address to another Mount Carmel address, failing to notify the Mount Carmel Police Department within the required 5-day time frame. The arresting officer observed Cash operating a vehicle and conducted a traffic stop at 7th and Walnut Streets. Cash was then taken into custody and transported to the Wabash County Jail. Once there, Cash was issued the above charge and held pending a pretrial release determination by the court. Back on Saturday, June 7th, Mount Carmel police arrested Lloyd A. Wood, age 50, also of Mount Carmel, on a Wabash County warrant for unlawful delivery of meth, a Class 1 felony. The warrant was a result of an investigation into the unlawful sale of methamphetamine in the Mount Carmel area conducted by the Southeastern Illinois Drug Task Force. An MCPD officer located Wood in the 1300 block of West 9th Street, where he was taken into custody. Wood was transported to the Wabash County Jail and issued his warrant. Wood is being held pending a pretrial release determination by the court. The Southeastern Illinois Drug Task Force is comprised of law enforcement officers from the Mount Carmel Police Department, Robinson Police Department, Salem Police Department, and the Illinois State Police. In other news, WNOI reports Clay County Sheriff Andy Myers presented his monthly activity report during Thursday's Clay County Board meeting. In that report for May, the Sheriff's Office issued a total of 29 traffic citations, made 41 criminal arrests, and served 30 various civil papers. A total of 23,430 miles were driven by Sheriff's personnel during the month. 28 people were processed through the Clay County Jail during the month of May. There were 6 inmates in jail at the beginning of the month and 10 in jail at the end of the month. The average daily jail population was 11. Also, the Clay County Sheriff's Office received a total of $3,089 during the month. The Sheriff's Office handled approximately 482 complaints, 91 of which originated in Louisville and 75 in Clay City. The Sheriff's Office conducted 36 criminal investigations and 29 accident investigations during the month of May. That does it for our news. Stick around. I've got your weather forecast coming up next, and then I'll be back to talk sports. Stay with us.
At Wabash General Hospital Senior Enrichment Center, we believe that sometimes a helping hand is all it takes for seniors to get their lives back on track. Our dedicated team of healthcare professionals are here to offer guidance and support, helping navigate the unique health and lifestyle concerns faced by seniors. Whether dealing with feelings of anxiety, loneliness, or unresolved grief, struggling with changes in mood or concentration, or coping with health-related challenges, we're here for you. Call Wabash General Hospital Senior Enrichment Center at 618-263-9116.
Get employee pricing at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get a 2024 Bronco up to $10,500 off, and get a new 2024 F-150 up to $10,900 off. See them all at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com. Splash into savings at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get a 2025 Ram 1500 with payments as low as $456 a month, or a 2024 Dodge Hornet for only $278 a month. Come in for yours today and go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at your forecast. First off our radar, let's put that in motion. This is up until about noon today. You saw those showers move through our region in and out, and that continued throughout the late afternoon. As we move into our almanac for today, we saw a high of 81 degrees, a low of 69, and we saw just about a quarter of an inch of rain as we went to tape. Normal and records are there on your screen, just below our normals for this time of year and nowhere near those records, of course. As we put your forecast map in motion, you can see those showers move out of our region, but still scattered in nature, and the chance for thunderstorms continued into the morning hours on Saturday. And again, that system kind of just sits on top of us and gives us those continued chances for showers and thunderstorms in certain spots in our region before most of that rain moves out on a Sunday morning, but still can't rule out the chance of any scattered showers and thunderstorms throughout most of this weekend and into next work week. As we move into your lows tonight into Saturday morning, going to range from the high 60 range, going to range mostly in the high 60 range, 68 way up there in Effingham and 69 for most of our viewing area. Highs on Saturday are going to be in the low 80 mark, 80 up there in Newton, and the hot spot 82 in Carmi and McLeansboro, and again, most of our southern viewing region. Lows on Sunday morning are going to dip into the high 60s for most of our region, 68 up in Olney, 69 in Lawrenceville, 69 in Mount Carmel. Highs on Sunday, again, going to be mostly in the low to mid 80 area, 82 up there in Newton, but the farther south you go, the hotter you get, 85 down in McLeansboro. For your extended forecast, again, our forecast map rather showed that rain clears out into Sunday afternoon, but again, we can't rule out the chance of any scattered chances of thunderstorms and showers throughout even into next work week. Your highs are going to range tomorrow from 82 all the way up into the 90s potentially on Wednesday. That has dropped down a bit from yesterday, the extended forecast prediction for the temperature wise, but still a chance to get up into the 90s next week in the middle of the week. Your lows are going to be in the high 60s to the low 70s, 72 on Wednesday night. That's going to do it for your forecast. Stick around. I've got you with MLB scores and sports coming up next. Stay tuned.
Life doesn't slow down for busy families. From early practices to late night games, every moment matters. That's why First National Bank offers online tools to fit into your schedule no matter how hectic it gets. From mobile banking to quick check deposits, First National Bank makes it easy to keep up with life and stay on top of your finances. No matter the schedule, First National Bank keeps you in the game.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Have your weather radio, have a flashlight with batteries in it, make sure your cell phone's charged, know where you're going to go when bad weather hits. Go to the lowest interior room in your house and wait the storm out. After the storm, if your power's out or if there's any kind of dangerous situation or anything like that, call Mount Carmel Public Utility Company. As you go outside to survey the damage a little bit, just make sure to stay away from down power lines.
Welcome back. Let's talk sports. In MLB scores from yesterday, the St. Louis Cardinals were blanked in an NL Central divisional matchup by the Milwaukee Brewers, 6-0. The Chicago Cubs, meanwhile, faced off in the NL Central against the Pittsburgh Pirates and won that game by a score of 3-2. The Cincinnati Reds had the day off, but are back in action tonight against the Detroit Tigers. That does it for sports and our newscast tonight. Thanks so much for tuning in. For everyone here at News Channel 15, I'm Eli Grimes. Have a great night and an even better weekend.
I'm Mason Gross. I am a marketing business management major at Wabash Valley College. You'll learn a lot about the business industry as a whole, and that really helps you to explore your options as far as to what's out there. So I'm doing my internship at Summer Real Estate in Salem, Illinois. Right now I'm working on getting my license. I am hanging around the office, going to showings, and doing everything I can as a non-licensee to get myself ready for when I graduate and take that step as an agent.
As soon as I came here, I started looking at the programs that they have, and the most that I like, it was early childhood education, and then after I see the classes and everything, that's the one that I picked. I would like to be a teacher in the future. I like it so much because I had the experience to work at Small World with the kids, and each day I learn. And I learn from the kids, and like with my teachers, like they teach me all the stuff that I need to do to be a better teacher. And classes is amazing, so I would just recommend everyone to come here to Wabash Valley College.
News Channel 15, winner of the Intercollegiate Broadcasting System Award for the nation's best community college TV station.